Good afternoon. Today I'm showing you the Eddystone S640 that I recently acquired. It's been a bit of a job to be honest. Lots of problems with the dial, lots of problems with the cord getting the item to bits. It's just a bit awkward the whole way it's laid out. But this is it working now. I've had to modify the HD rectifier. I wasn't very happy with the 6X5 to be honest. So I've used an EZ40, made up a little adapter base from an old octo valve and filled it up with the Araldite. So as I say, that'll do in the meantime. We can always put a 6X5 back in the set for cosmetic reasons or whatever. Obviously got a bit of cleaning still to do on the chassis. The maintenance form is a bit rusted looking at the top. But at the moment we're running with an ECH35, EF39 in the RF amp, two AF39s in the IF stages, an EBC33 and a 6H6 double diode and a 6V6. So as I say, that's it complete. We're on the kind of aircraft bands on shortwave at the moment, and I quite haven't figured out how this dial arrangement works yet, so I'll need to sit and read the book. But it's actually come up quite nicely. I mean, the set looks okay at the front. I haven't gone too deep with the finishing on the top of the front panel. I find if you rub them down you tend to lose all this crackle effect, so I kind of left it the way it is. I just tidied it up with a bit of spray paint. Front panel itself, you know, the fascia itself has come up quite nicely. One nut was missing. It was like that when I got the set. So I've not done anything with that except just fit a hexagon on it. I'll have a wee tune around it. The BFO is on at the moment because I've been listening to some of the aircraft, so we'll take the BFO off. That's the band spread, that's the main tuning. That's supposed to be set at 0 to give this an accurate scale. Well, we do have a lot of noise in this area, I'm afraid, which tends to spoil shortwave. Going to band 1. Plenty of stations there, you know. And there's been a contest on in 20 metres today as well, so it's been quite lively. But as far as I can gather, what you do is you set the pointer halfway through the scale, and then of course you use the band spread. So plenty of activity there. It's hugely loud, the set, I would give it that. Might be better with a couple of new EF39s in it, to be honest, because they are a bit down. But overall it does actually perform alright. Quite surprised how well it does actually work. Let's see what else we got up here. The BFO back off. Plenty of noise. Oh, I'm busy with the band spread actually. That's what happens, you get confused with the two pointers. Anyway, not a particularly wonderful video, let's be quite honest. It's not brilliant here where I stay. There's an awful lot of noises coming in from overhead phone cables, internet, power line adapters, etc, which can spoil the whole, well, experience of shortwave, to be honest. But I mean, the set does work, and it works extremely well, to be quite honest with you. Quite pleased with the reception of shortwave. In fact, it is better than the later Eddystone that I've got behind it there. And a Lafayette that I have as well, I'm afraid isn't anywhere near as good either. The BFO doesn't drift very much at all. I'll give it 15 minutes to set to warm up, and it's pretty stable. It's pretty good. So, as I say, yet I have to do resistors. I haven't been round about the resistors at all. I've checked the 470k ohms, which there's loads of in this particular set, but I haven't done any further things to that other than that. Certainly not at this time. I've got the case to clean up as well, but I'm sure it would be quite a nice, it's a nice addition to my collection, and I'm sure it'll be used. Anyway, there you go. Thanks very much for looking, and hope you've enjoyed the article on the forum. Cheers.